Welcome back to another second stimulus check update and stimulus package update. Today is July 19th, and yes, we are one day away from the Senate finally getting back to Capitol Hill and giving us some new news. Now, I do have some good news as of today. There are some new reports. I'm going to address that. Of course, we're going to talk about the second stimulus check and what's coming up in the next stimulus package. We are also going to address pandemic EBT. A lot of you guys have been asking about, so I want to answer a few of your questions. And lastly, at the end of this video, I have another new way for you to earn money today. It's absolutely free. You can do it all online, and I'll walk you through the exact steps. I'll walk you through it step by step. So make sure you stick around all the way to the end of this video, and I'm going to show you how you can earn money today. So like I said, let's address the second stimulus check. That's what so many people come here to my channel to hear about. Now, here's what you need to understand. There is not anything new regarding the second stimulus check. However, the second stimulus check is very much still on the table. A lot of people have been saying we're not getting a second stimulus check. Everybody that I have read reports on, seen videos from, watched interviews on, they have all stated, except for pretty much one person, has stated there will be a second stimulus check. That one person was not Donald Trump, it was not Mitch McConnell, and it was not Steve Mnuchin. So because of that, it is my honest opinion that we are 99% guaranteed we're going to get a second stimulus check. Now, who gets it? That's what we don't know. But what you need to understand is that $40,000, and this is what many reports are stating, is that that $40,000 income limit is not really being discussed anymore. There's still a chance that the $40,000, there is a limitation on what you can get. However, that income limit of $40,000 or less, that is not being discussed. So all those people saying that, oh, I make $42,000, $45,000, I'm not going to get anything, you don't need to worry about. The reports are stating, and there's many reports stating that that $40,000 income limit is not really being discussed anymore. So just understand, Donald Trump wants more stimulus to the American people, not less. And Steve Mnuchin, Mitch McConnell have all realized, yes, it is needed. Now, Steve Mnuchin has been stating this all along, that a second stimulus check would be great for the American people and the U.S. economy. So from my perspective, I think, and just by doing my own research, I think it's highly likely that maybe tomorrow we have an answer, but probably sometime this week, in the next 5 days, we will know who's getting a second stimulus check, who qualifies, how much it's going to be, and possibly when. So again, just stick around for that. In most circles, it is believed that it would be shocking if the American people did not receive a second stimulus check in the next stimulus package. So that's also good news. Now, in addition to the second stimulus check, President Trump also wants the payroll tax cut included in the next bill. Now, we will see what happens with that. I've addressed the payroll tax cut, where that money is kind of coming from, what you're not paying to receive that payroll tax cut, and all that. So if you haven't seen my video that I did yesterday or the day before on the second stimulus check and the next stimulus package, make sure you go and watch those. I'll link to both of those videos down in the description box below. But again, we just have to wait and see what happens tomorrow and the rest of this week. Now, we do have some good news. There are reports stating that in regards to the first stimulus check, that there were 100 Republicans and Democrats that sent a letter to the IRS asking for them to fix the stimulus payment problems before the next stimulus package is passed. And if you are not sure what I'm referring to, then you probably already received your first stimulus check. However, what they are pretty much demanding is the IRS fixes the issue as to why millions of Americans have yet to receive their first stimulus check. And it could be something as simple as they didn't have your address down correctly. They don't have, who's actually a dependent of yours, or they just have some missing information like that. And so they're waiting for you to call them to fix this missing information problem before they issue you a stimulus check. Now, if you don't do this and you don't call, then the likelihood of you getting a stimulus check this year is very unlikely. However, you can still get your stimulus check next year in 2021 when you file your federal tax return for 2020. Now, let's address this very important timeline. Now, we all know tomorrow, July 20th, is the first day back for the Senate. They're now back off recess, but again, this is tomorrow. As of today, they're still on recess. Tomorrow they come back, they'll be back at Capitol Hill, and hopefully Mitch McConnell will reveal his proposal or his bill that he's been drafting. Hopefully he'll reveal that tomorrow to the Republicans and hopefully the Democrats too. Now, they have 3 weeks from tomorrow to pass the next stimulus package. They have between July 20th and August 7th. Those are key dates. Now, the Senate is on recess from August 8th through September 8th. That is 31 days. That is a long time to be on recess, especially if there's no stimulus package passed prior to August 8th. Now, Nancy Pelosi, the Speaker of the House, has stated that she would gladly postpone the House recess if it means they will pass or will be working on passing the next stimulus package. So, that's some good news right there. However, we are all probably hoping it doesn't last up until August 7th because as you probably remember, unemployment benefits, the $600 unemployment boost, actually expires on July 31st. However, on July 25th, that is probably going to be the last day that many people on unemployment receive that additional $600, just the way that the state's unemployment weeks or their weekly things work out. So it usually goes from Sunday to Saturday, and because the 31st is actually a Sunday, I believe it's Sunday, it changes everything completely. So we'll have to wait and see what happens with that, but just understand these dates, right? July 20th, which is tomorrow, to August 7th. That is the crucial time that the Senate needs to pass this next stimulus package. Now, I was doing my daily research like I always do, sitting in my office, looking at my computer for hours and hours on end, and I realized there were 2 new reports I haven't discussed, right? Huge reports. The first one, this report states that Steve Mnuchin wants hundreds of billions of dollars in funding for PPP, which is the Payroll Protection Program. Now, if you understand or have been following the PPP, the Payroll Protection Program, you know that there are still millions of dollars in PPP funding that has not yet been used. And it's because not as many businesses have been applying for PPP money, which, if you know what PPP is, you have the ability to, for small businesses and even large businesses, you have the ability to not pay back. A lot of that loan can just be forgiven. Okay, so that's big. And Steve Mnuchin wants hundreds of billions of dollars in this next stimulus package to go to that. However, he only wants it to go to small businesses in the restaurant, travel, and hospitality industries. Now, that is big. That's leaving out hundreds, millions of different small businesses because they're not in the restaurant, travel, hotel, the hospitality industries. So because that is where he's going to get some pushback from other senators as well. Now, some are opposed to this as it's just another form of trickle-down economics. And they would much rather prefer giving money directly to the American people in a direct payment or a stimulus check. Now, if you don't understand what trickle-down economics is, it is where you pretty much give money to a business. The business will give the money down to the employees, and the employees will then go and spend the money on different things. That's pretty much essentially what trickle-down economics is. So that's, I guess, very basic way to say it, but that's what many people don't like. They would rather see trickle-up economics, where you give money to the American people, they go and spend money at different businesses, those businesses go and spend money on other businesses, and everything goes up. So again, we'll see what happens, but again, this was just one huge report that I thought you might want to know about. Another huge report that I was reading about just a little bit ago that I wanted to bring to your attention is that Donald Trump, and this was stated by the Washington Post. This was reported by the Washington Post yesterday evening, that Donald Trump wants to block hundreds of billions of dollars in funding to COVID testing and the CDC. And this is likely due to Donald Trump's issues with the CDC director, Robert Redfield. If you don't know what those issues are, I encourage you to go to Google and type in Trump versus CDC and see what pops up. Okay, it's interesting, right? So this is all according to the Washington Post, and this report angered many senators for many reasons. First off, you want to block hundreds of billions of dollars in funding to COVID testing. Isn't that what we need to get money for? To increase and have mass testing so that hopefully we can, obviously we need a vaccine, we need treatments, right? But at the same time, we need more testing. That was one of the issues early on. We didn't have enough testing. Now we're getting more testing, and you want to block funding for additional testing? In my mind, that doesn't make any sense, but let me know what your thoughts are down in the comment section below. Now, the last thing we're going to talk about before I show you how to earn money today is we're going to dive into pandemic EBT. What is it? How does it work? Who can qualify? But before I get to pandemic EBT, I want to ask you one favor. If you are enjoying these second stimulus check updates and stimulus package updates, can you do me one favor and smash that thumbs up button? This just tells YouTube this is a good video and you should share it with others here on YouTube as well. So now let's address the pandemic EBT. What is pandemic EBT? Pandemic EBT is essentially where any family that has school-age children, anywhere from pre-K to 12th grade, if your child was receiving free or reduced meals, they would qualify for pandemic EBT. And every single state is different. Some states offer pandemic EBT. I think there's only 2 that do not offer pandemic EBT. So every state is different as far as that is concerned. However, every child would receive some money and you get it on an EBT card. Now, how much money you receive depends on the state you live in. I believe in California, their pandemic EBT was like $400 and some dollars. In Washington State, where I'm from, it's like $285, I believe. I believe it's right about the same in Louisiana as well. Texas, I don't remember exactly what it was, but in every single state it's different, and it goes off the cost of living and obviously the cost of food, because that's essentially what you are paying for and buying. Now, what you need to understand is this is a one-time payment. You receive a one-time payment of, so for Washington State, let's say I was applying for this and somehow I got approved, I would get $285 for my 2 kids because I have one that's 11, one that's 7, and I have a third one that's only 11 months. So because of that, he is not school aged, he would not receive any money, so I would not receive any pandemic EBT for him. I'd only receive 2 payments of $285. So was that, you can do the math, I don't feel like doing it right now, but that would be the case. Now, here's what you need to understand. That if your state doesn't allow on-site schooling for this next school year, then there is a high possibility of the state extending benefits, meaning that you will receive one additional payment. Now, the payment that you received, again, it's going to vary depending on your state. The application that you have to go through, whether it's still open or it's currently closed, again, that depends on your state. I know, for example, California is closed, and they've been closed since I think July 15th, so you just missed it. Sorry about that. But it was because they had a issue with funding due to so many people applying. In Washington State, I know it's still open, and it closes on July 31st. I believe that's the exact same thing for Texas as well. Now, when it comes to pandemic EBT, this is for children. This is not for adults. If you are an adult and you're looking for some type of assistance for buying food, then you need to see about applying for food stamps. Now, as far as the requirements for that, I didn't go through all the paperwork and all the things to see what you need and the qualifications, but all you got to do is go to google.com and type in, Washington State food stamps or California food stamps. Again, Google is a great resource and I highly recommend you use them. Again, they're free and everybody has access to it. So there you guys go. That's all I have for you in regards to the second stimulus check and the next stimulus package. Now, if you have questions on any of the stuff that I just talked about, please ask your questions down in the comment section below. As far as how to make money online and how to earn money today, well, that's what I'm going to show you right now. So if you're ready, let's jump into that video. All right, guys, as promised, I want to show you how to get money today. So we're going to be using two websites. The first one is going to be YouTube. The second website is going to be canva.com. Now, what you need to do is you are going to go to you can type in anything on YouTube. And the goal is to find a YouTube channel or a specific video that doesn't have a good thumbnail. For example, let's just go to best face painting, right? We'll just type in that. I don't know, just something random, right? Best face painting. Now, this is a really good thumbnail. I really like her thumbnail. That's pretty interesting. Okay, this one down here, another one. Professional face paint versus cheap face paint. Professional, cheap, you got face paint in the background. I think these are all really well done, right? Okay, these are pretty interesting, right? Now, here's what you want to do. You want to come over here to filter, and you want to click on upload date. Now, this is going to recategorize or pretty much put these into which ones were done most recently. So, like this one right here. It's the time lapse of a face painting. First off, the video is horrible, so I wouldn't reach out to that person. But what you want to do is reach out to people that have a decent amount of subscribers. And now I have a thing called vidIQ that's on my computer. You can see it right up here. It's running. It's a free tool you can get, but I use that so I can quickly figure out who has a decent amount of subscribers. And the reason I do this is because now I know I can target these people and possibly create a new thumbnail for them. I can tell you right now, this person right here has this thumbnail that they created was done using the free website Canva. Yeah, I can tell you that because this little squiggly line right there is something that Canva uses. So let's say I come down here. I want to find somebody with decent amount of subscribers. Let's see, like this one right here. Hand illusion face paint video by Anna Sedavist or whatever it's called. This person has a decent amount of subscribers. She also has a very good thumbnail. I like that thumbnail. That is very clear, right? So that wouldn't be a person I would go and target. This person right here, however, 50 aesthetic face paint design codes for Animal Crossing. Now, I think this one could be better. I think it could be a little more clean. The 50 plus face design, that text in the middle, I think it could be bigger. I think if she didn't have so many different faces up here, it could be a little more cleaner and it could do better as far as getting her or this person more clicks. So 50 plus face designs. Let's say we come here. I'm gonna click on her video right here. Okay. Do that. I'm gonna pause the video. I don't care to watch it. Okay. But the reason why I want to do this is because you want to go and actually go to her channel. So we're gonna go to her channel right here. Click on About. Okay. Now, the reason I want to click on About is because usually here on the About page, there is a place to send her an email or this person an email. They don't have one, so I go back and look at somebody else. Now, let's say you don't want to do face painting. You have anything to do with that, right? Best, let's say Canon printer 2020. Again, we're going to go to filter. We're going to go to upload date. Okay. Now I'm not going to go over this as quite like I did the last one, simply because I want to show you how to create a thumbnail. So we're going to come right here, and let's say this one right here. Top 10 best portable photo printers 2020. This person, Photography PX, has 2,800 subscribers. 3 days ago, this video only has 32 views. Now, is this the best thumbnail right here that you can see? Probably not. Portable photo printers. There's a little picture of the printer right there. There's a big picture right here. This one could be better. So what I'd do is I'd come over here to Photography PX's their channel right here. I'm going to click on About. Just did that. Now, you can see down here, I can get their email address. Not a robot. Hit submit. Now I got their email address, so I can send them an email and let them know, hey, I will charge you, $5 if you would let me create a new thumbnail for your portable photo printers video that you did 3 days ago. If they say yes, you come over here to canva.com. You can see it right here. And all we're going to do is type in YouTube thumbnail right there. And the dimensions come out 1280 by 720. That's exactly what you want. Come right here. And again, you can see this little squiggly line. This is what I was telling you. This is how you can tell it's a Canva thumbnail. But you come down here and you find a template that you can use, like this one. Okay, perfect long lashes. Let's say I click on this one. I'm now here, and I want to create a new thumbnail for this one right here. Okay, so this is top 10 best portable photo printers. So I come right here, and look at this. Actually, I'm just select this whole thing. Top 10 portable photo printers. Right? Look how simple that is. There we go. Right there. Maybe I want to make this a little bit smaller. Here, make it 100. There we go. They got my little, look at that. And then I just come over here and I change this out. I said I don't want that picture. I want something different. Okay, I can go and put a new picture there. Now I don't have a whole lot of pictures on this. Let's say I want, let's see, maybe I want, I don't know. Maybe this had something to do with what I was doing, right? So I come over here and I take this. Let's say this was a printer, and I'd stick it right over here. Very basic, just like that. And I am pretty much done. Okay, so I just completely changed their thumbnail from this to something a little bit simpler like this, where it actually tells me what it is. Top 10 portable photo printers. This right here says portable photo printers. But it doesn't tell me what the video is actually going to be about, like the title does. So that's why I want this somewhere in the thumbnail. And again, charge like $5 per thumbnail. Have them pay you through PayPal. What I like to do is I would send this person the actual thumbnail, and I'd send it to them with a watermark over the front. For example, let's say I come here and type in the text, photo. So photo by Adam. There we go. That's my, make it a little bit bigger. I'm going to come over here and adjust it like that. I'm going to move it right here. And then I'm going to take this whole thing. I'm going to select this whole thing right here. And I am going to make it a little bit more transparent like that. There we go. So photo by Adam. So if they want to go and put that on their YouTube channel where it says photo by Adam on it, by all means, go for it. I don't think it'd be the best thing to do, but you could, right? And so if they agree, okay, I like it. All right, cool. Send over the $5 and I will get rid of this watermark and send you over the final copy. And so they PayPal you $5, you send them over the copy, and that's it. You're good to go. Now the next thing to do is just go and find more and more photos or thumbnails that you could improve on. So if you have any questions on how to use canva.com, all you need to do is go to youtube.com, which you're already here, type in how to make a thumbnail using Canva, right? And if you have questions on how to find more people to create thumbnails for, all you gotta do is comment down below and I will help you find more people, because again, this is something that I used to do every single day. I had a business where our goal was to go out there, reach out to different YouTubers, Instagram influencers, and Facebook accounts, and create different thumbnails, posts, and images for them. So if you have questions, please ask your questions down in the comment section below. All right, guys, so what do you think about making money doing YouTube thumbnails? Do you like it? Now, Here's what I recommend. Here's a little tip for you guys. When you are first going out there, don't just go to one person's channel. Don't come to my channel. I don't need help. I already pay for somebody to do my thumbnails. But what I want you to do is go and reach out to different channels and say, hey, I see you have 15 videos that they are getting some views, but I think your thumbnails could be better. Here's what I'm willing to do. Instead of charging $5 per thumbnail, here's what I'm gonna do for you. I see you have 15 videos that you need thumbnails for. I'm gonna charge you $3 per thumbnail. Yeah. So instead of paying, was that 15 times 5, was it $75? Instead of paying $75, I'm only gonna charge you $3. So now you're gonna save about $30 per on those next 15 YouTube thumbnails. That's a good deal. So if you want it, please let me know soon, because I know I'm gonna be very busy and I wanna make sure I have time to fit you in. So that's all you have to do. But I know it might be something new. If you have questions on how to make money by doing this simple service for YouTubers, let me know. You can always ask your questions down in the comment section below. Like always, if you enjoyed today's video and you learned something, smash that thumbs up button, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I'll see you guys on the next one.